let's discuss about a position, a very important position. When you talk about civil service examination, everyone will be talking about the position of district collector, right? So a district magistrate, you can see the office of the district collector of West Godavari district in Andhra Pradesh. It's a huge building, right? Here you can see office of the district magistrate in New Delhi. So a district magistrate, who is a district magistrate, is also known as district collector. Okay, he will be an IAS officer, Indian Administrative Service Officer. He is also known as, he or she is also known as deputy commissioner. District magistrate is also known as deputy commissioner or district collector, DM or DC. Uh, she will be an Indian Administrative Service Officer who is in charge of a district, right? District is one of the basic unit of administration in India. There are almost 750 districts, 748 districts as of 2021. In India, there are almost 748 districts as of 2021, right? And when we are talking about the officers, Indian Administrative Service officers, there are almost 4,000 of them in India. Sanctioned strength is almost 4,000. I'll give you the exact figure. It is 4,926 members. Out of it, 3,511 will be direct recruitees, officers directly recruited by the Union Public Service Commission by way of the civil service examination, and 1,415 officers are promoted from state civil services. So selection is through civil service examination, for which we are studying right now. Okay, I hope many of you will clear the examination in the coming years. Now, it was established in 1858, Indian Administrative Service. Formerly, it was known as Indian Civil Service, ICS, right? Training Academy, Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration, Mussoorie, in Uttarakhand state. Cadre Controlling Authority, Department of Personal Grievance and Training, Pensions as well, Ministry of Personal Public Grievances and Pension, under which you'll be able to see a department named Department of Personal Training. Okay, the minister responsible. Normally, it is the Prime Minister who will be heading the Ministry of Personal Public Grievances and Pensions with an independent, with the Minister of State with independent charge, right? Duties are public administration, public policy making, secretarial assistance, and bureaucratic management, right? The Cabinet Secretary, the head of the IAS officers, presently Rajiv Gauba. He is an Indian civil servant serving as the current Cabinet Secretary of the country since 2019. He is an Indian Administrative Service officer belonging to 1982 batch of Jharkhand cadre. So only a senior IAS officer can, man the cabinet secretary post of the country. This is the highest position an IAS officer could reach, okay, in his career, in his career. Now if you're talking about the history of Indian Administrative Service, during the East India Company period, the civil services were classified into three: covenanted, uncovenanted, and special civil services. The covenanted civil service, or the Honorable East India Company's Civil Service, as it was called, largely comprised civil servants occupying the senior posts. So covenanted civil servants, they are occupying the senior posts in the government. The uncovenanted civil service was introduced solely to facilitate the entry of Indians. So the senior posts are reserved for the British, the white, and uncovenanted civil service was introduced solely to facilitate the entry of Indians onto the lower rung of the administration. Okay. The special service comprised specialist departments like Indian Forest Service, the Imperial Police, Indian Police Service, whose ranks were drawn from either the Covenanted Civil Service or the Indian Army, right? So they are taken from different services. Special service is formed with the help of covenanted as well as uncovenanted civil service. So the Imperial Police included many Indian Army officers among its members, although after 1893 an annual exam was used to select its officers. Right? Imperial Police, the predecessor of Indian Police Service. In 1858, Honorable East India Company Civil Service was replaced by the Indian Civil Service. So please remember the date 1858. So in 1858, Honorable East India Company Civil Service was replaced by the Indian Civil Service, which became the highest civil service in India between 1858 and 1947. Right? The last appointments to the ICS were made in 1942. With the passing of the Government of India Act of 1919, that is the Montagu-Chelmsford reforms by the Parliament of the United Kingdom, the Indian civil services under the general oversight of the Secretary of State for India were split into two arms. So by Government of India Act of 1919, the Indian civil services split into two, that is All India Civil Services and the Central Civil Services. Okay. Now in 1946 at the Premier's Conference, the Cabinet decided to form the Indian Administrative Service. So when we are nearing Indian independence, it was decided to form the Indian Administrative Service based on the Indian Civil Service, as well as the Indian Police Service based on the Imperial Police. So the decision was taken in 1946, and when India was partitioned into two different dominions of India and Pakistan. Okay, the Indian remnant of the ICS in India, it became Indian Administrative Service, while in Pakistan it became Pakistan Administrative Service. The modern Indian Administrative Service was created under Article 312, Clause 2 in Part 14 of the Constitution of India. So we have already discussed about Article 311, in which we talked about the security of the civil servants, because they are appointed by the President of India and by his pleasure. Okay, they have a secure career, not being interfered by the political party in power. So in Article 312, by way of Clause 2, the modern Indian Administrative Service was created. Okay, as well as with the help of the All India Services Act 1951.